Creating directories with Ansible. Sounds simple, right? Well, it is with the right approach. First, let's talk about why managing directories is crucial. Then, I'll walk you through the syntax, sprinkle some automation magic with Ansible playbooks, and finally, because I love a good demo, we'll implement examples for both single and multiple directories. Stick around and let's make directory creation effortless. I'm Amelia James, a technology expert with 13 plus years of experience designing and delivering human resource management systems that actually work for people. I specialize in building scalable integrated HR platforms that streamline processes, enhance employee experience, and give leadership real-time, actionable insights. Let's kick things off with Ansible, your automation best friend. It helps manage configurations, simplifies server administration, and saves you from those repetitive tasks that nobody enjoys. If you've ever wished for an IT fairy godmother, this is pretty close, minus the wand. Stick with me and you'll see how Ansible makes life easier. Why care about directory management? Simple, structured organization avoids chaos, errors are reduced, efficiency goes up, and scalability becomes a breeze. Imagine trying to find a file in an untidy room. Frustrating, right? With proper automation, we eliminate that hassle. So let's dive in and get things neat. The Ansible file module is like a Swiss Army knife for directory management. It lets you define attributes, maintain structure across servers, and automate things like a pro. No more manually adjusting permissions or ownership. Ansible has your back. Before jumping into directory creation, let's cover some basics. You'll need Ansible installed, inventory files configured, permissions sorted, and a good grasp of YAML. Don't worry, it's easier than it sounds, and I'll guide you every step of the way. Here's where the magic happens. Using Ansible's file module, we define the directory path, assign attributes, and ensure our playbooks run smoothly every time. No surprises, just clean automation. Writing playbooks is where the fun begins. It's YAML-powered simplicity that lets you define, configure, and automate directory creation with minimal effort. One click and Ansible does the heavy lifting. Let's start with a single directory. We define the task, pick a path, assign attributes, and voila. The playbook does its job. No manual effort, no headaches. Why stop at one directory when you can automate many? Using loops in Ansible, we define multiple paths, set attributes dynamically, and execute the playbook to handle everything at once. Efficiency at its best. Setting permissions might seem trivial, but trust me, it's crucial. First, define who gets access, because unrestricted access is asking for trouble. Then chmod and chown are your best friends for modifying rights. Restricting access ensures security, keeping unwanted visitors out. And lastly, always double check, because no one likes a surprise where files suddenly become inaccessible. Idempotency, it's a fancy word, but it just means running the same thing multiple times without breaking it. Use Ansible's file module to avoid redundant directory creation. Before making changes, confirm if the directory already exists. No need to reinvent the wheel. And a final safeguard. Always check before executing, because troubleshooting unnecessary duplicates is no fun. Variables are like cheat codes, they make everything easier. Storing paths in variables lets you flexibly reference them across playbooks. This boosts reusability, reducing repetitive coding. Having centralized variables makes modifications simpler, so you're not digging through lines of code. And never hardcode paths, because when things change, hard-coded values are a headache. Errors, oh, they will happen, but handling them smartly is what separates beginners from pros. Ansible's debug module is your flashlight in the dark. Use it often. Logs are your detectives, telling you where things went wrong. Error handling mechanisms keep surprises minimal, making recovery easier. And finally, always test before applying changes. It's the difference between smooth sailing and total chaos. Taking directory management up a notch. Automation with Ansible roles makes life easier. Less manual setup, more efficiency. Conditional setups ensure directories are created only when needed. Templates allow dynamic structures that adapt based on requirements. And always optimize for performance, because no one wants slow, laggy playbooks. Best practices might sound boring, but they save you from future headaches. Keeping configurations consistent prevents surprises. Version control is your safety net, tracking every change for easy rollback. Naming conventions are key, because new folder 123 will confuse everyone later. And always structure directories logically to match project needs, because a messy system equals messy work. And that's a wrap. We've covered permissions, idempotency, variables, debugging, and best practices. It's a lot, but all essential. Mistakes happen, but learning from them is what matters. If you need more resources, I've got recommendations for further reading. And of course, let's open the floor for questions, because no presentation is complete without a good discussion. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us.